Okay, welcome to not the Dragon Shed for another soap recipe. Now this one is actually my castile soap recipe that that was the first ever soap I did, was a castile, so it's all it's on my blog. If you look up January, it's the first of the soap recipes in January. So here I've got my oils, and I've just put in a bit of a combination of micas. I've got a bit of white, a bit of blue and a bit of green to get this nice kind of sea kind of colour. And in my moulds here I have pieces of loofah. Now these didn't quite fit in whole, so they've all had a little bit of a trim, so they all sit in nicely. If they were slightly smaller, I could have kind of put them in and gone with it, but they were just too big, so they distorted the other mould. So my normal recipe makes 8 bars, but I don't know how much the loofah is going to take up, so I've done a full set of 12, and we'll see how we go from there. So okay, I have my mica colour in with the oils. For my fragrance I have 10 ml of eucalyptus and 20 of sea breeze, just to give it that sea feeling. So I've got the normal amount of lye with the normal amount of water in. I'm using this castile recipe because it stays liquid for longer, because I kind of want it to be able to eke in between the round bits of loofah. So lye goes in. And I'm just going to move these out of the way because I don't want them to get caught by the cable. So I'm just going to whiz this until it's just combined. I don't want to go to a full trace, because as I said, I want it more liquid so it will actually flow in and around. I'm regretting now putting the colours in, because I can't quite make out whether or not it's... That's better. Right, I can now see there's a definite line where the oil is and where the emulsification is happening. So I'm only really giving this a short kind of burst until I can't see any more of the dark mica-y oils at the top. So I think that's about right. I've got a mild trace on there, not too much. I don't know. Yeah, I've still got the fragrance in it, haven't I? Now, this doesn't normally react badly to fragrance, so I will just give it a very quick whiz, just to incorporate. I'll just stir with the blender to start with, I think. Oh, that's punchy. I think that's plenty. I don't want to risk this going over. Okay. In there. So I've got a really nice kind of seaweedy, sea foamy kind of colour. If I had the time I would do a 2-colour blue and green, but I don't, and I don't know how this is going to react. So stick with this. And now maybe I'm going to start fairly slow with the ladling, going down the middle of the loofah, just so that it can eke out. I don't know if you can see, no you can't see from that angle. I'll just shift this over a bit so you can. So I'm just pouring into the centre of the loofah, filling up that void. And then hopefully it'll eke and fill the sides. It seems to be eking quite nicely. So. Yeah, that's a bit too much. Need to slow down a little bit. I said I've cut 12 because I'm not sure how much the loofah will displace. So far it's not displacing that much. These will definitely need a bit of trimming when they come out. This is definitely a great recipe for soaps that you want to keep liquid for as long as possible. So this is not ideal for anything with a drop swirl or anything like that, but here where I'm working around an object, trying to get into all the cracks, this is an ideal recipe. This is kind of my go-to recipe for most soaps. I've also got the shea butter one, which accelerates really quickly, which is good if you're doing something that needs kind of the strength in the body. And all of these are cut just a tad big. I wanted them to really have kind of a scratchable surface to start with, so you can actually get the exfoliating job done as soon as you start using them. You don't have to work down to it, because this being castile, it can be a little hard, particularly after it's sat for a good 2 months. We don't seem to be displacing an awful lot. Ooh. Which is good. That means I've got lots of bits of loofah left. This is a really quick one if you're not waiting for it to thicken. Nope, don't float. Slightly floating loofah there. Seems odd because the rest haven't. The rest have all sat pretty much down in. So, a quick scrape around. Just really quick. Essentially the only time is in waiting for the lye, essentially. So I did the lye about 3-4 hours ago, and then just left it on the windowsill to cool down. So let's give that one a bit more. This one a bit more. Good scrape round with a spatula. Make sure I'm not leaving a significant amount. My words are not coming well today. So that is my Sea Scrub shampoo, soap bar with actual genuine loofah. Just going to give it a quick tap because some of these have kind of levelled that way too much. Okay, so this being castile, it's going to have to sit for at least 3 or 4 days before I unmould, and then they're going to have to sit and cure for at least 6 weeks, probably 2 months. So that is a very quick sea scrub, soap bar. And I'll see you again next week.